One.
Hi there! So today we're going to be talking about how to use Google Earth in a classroom setting. A lot of people do not realize that Google Earth has a lot of different functions that can be helpful for people in a lot of different ways. So when you pull up Google Earth, the main thing that you see is the Earth just sitting there in space. So one way you could zoom in on it to look at things is you could just continuously click on it and it will bring you right into Africa. So say we didn't want to be in Africa, we wanted to be in North America. And we wanted to go look at Florida. This is a really primitive way of doing it, but it is one way, and I'll show you a couple of others here in a little bit. So we've clicked into Southern Florida. It shows you all of the different freeways, all the different big roads, water landforms. It shows you major cities and major state parks, and a lot of other interesting things. It'll show you the state lines that are right through here. As you can see, that little dotted line in my circle right there. And it'll show you all of the state names and where they're at. So if we come over here and we zoom back out, we start to see less things, because the farther out you are, the less things they show you. So that's one way to zoom in. Another way is if you know exactly where you want to go. Say I wanted to go look at the Sahara Desert. It'll pull up a little graphic right here on my right, and it'll take me straight to it. So, for example, if you were going to discuss the Sahara Desert with second graders do not have the knowledge to know exactly how big this desert is. So say you wanted to show them. You come over to your right or your left over here and you click this little ruler button. And on your right, it will pull up a little box telling you how many feet and meters the distance will be once you're done. So you'll come over here and we'll click right on the left side, drag us a line all the way over to the Persian Gulf on the right, and it tells us that it is 4,025 miles with 84 left over, or it's 6 million kilometers. That's pretty good. That's a really big size. And to a second grader, it's going to look like the biggest thing in the world. You can even show them, say, if you wanted to go all the way across it and come back to Chad, it would be 6,000 miles. It's a lot of miles. All right, now say that we were planning a trip to the Tulsa Zoo. We can click Tulsa Zoo, and on the right over here, it will bring up a little text box telling us about the Tulsa Zoo. And on your screen, it will pull up this huge overview of the Tulsa Zoo. So say we wanted to look at the Komodo Canteen. It would tell us it's a snack bar. It does not have Komodo dragons. It's a snack bar. Jaguar Junction pulls up this picture here, and let's see if it'll take us to it. Not as close as I want to be. Let's click on it and bring ourselves in. We come in here and we can see that it is this cute little building. And say we wanted to bring over here to Street View. We would pick up our little person and bring him over here. But it looks like we don't have enough Street View to see the whole building here. So let's zoom out a little bit and try Street View again. We have our little guy over here on the right. We are dragging him over here. Oh, nope, it's not highlighted blue. So we're going to back out a little bit more. So we dropped him on a blue circle. And now we are sitting here looking at where they house their seals. And this is really cool because your kids may have never been to this zoo, and they also may have never seen a flamingo, which they just did. So you can show them around and show them a couple of things to get them excited. Like right here is the conservation center, and in that conservation center they have a lot of cool animals. And you can tell them that we can come and see the seals swimming through, and we can watch them at play and see how they act with each other. And then we can bring it out a little bit more, and we can see the whole entirety of it again. Come over here, and we will try to do Street View again. Let's find us a little circle. Right there's where we want to go. So it's circling around it. Excuse me. Oh, it didn't take us all the way in. Let's try over here. Oh, there we go. And it brings us in here looking at a tree. So if we turn around, we can see Jaguar Junction is over there, and they have all the geese out in the field here. And we can see that it's got a lot of nature. It's a lot of outside and that sort of thing. Okay. Well, now that I've showed you that you can look at these different cool things, let's see some more cool things. If you click on, let's go back. You come over to your left-hand side and click on what looks like an old pirate ship wheel, you will see the Voyager. You can see a lot of different interesting facts and different things that are happening in nature around us, and a lot of cool things that are happening in today's society, and show your kids a little bit of news while you're having fun there. And then if you come over to your left and you click the dice, which is called the I'm Feeling Lucky button, it'll bring you to a random place that they think is cool. And so now it's brought us to a place called Koh Lipe in Thailand. So if I wanted to come in here and look at what they think is really interesting, I would just click on it and click on it. And it brings me into this cute little town in Thailand. Tells me the longitude and latitude here of the place and gives me some pretty cool information about it. So then we'll come over here to our left-hand side again and see My Places. Well, we don't have any My Places. So let's say we want this A+ hotel to be one of our places. So we come over here to the right after we've clicked on our place, and we push this little button down here, and it saves it to My Place. Whoops, I clicked it 3 times. So if you wanted to save it, you would just click save, and it would save them all there. But I don't want to save them there, so I'm going to click discard. Then if we wanted to, we could get a link for any of these places that we're looking at, and we could copy it and share it with anyone we felt like. Or we could come down here and click we wanted to share it to Facebook, and we're not going to look at my Facebook. But then if we wanted to share it to Twitter or anything on the Google Suite or even the Google Classroom, we would just click that button and it would take us where we need to be to share it. So there are the main functions of Google Earth. If you'll come down here, if your GPS is turned on, it can show your kids exactly where you guys are in the Earth. And that's pretty cool for little kids especially, because a lot of them don't realize just how large the United States even is. And if you have your location turned on and you zoom out, your little blue dot will still be shining even whenever you're showing them the entire United States. So you can show them where they are in relationship to, say, someone in Arizona or someone over here in New Jersey, which is really cool, and I feel like a lot of kids are really interested in that. And even over here, it shows that you're in the United States on your map. And this right here says, click to reset view, double click to swap for globe. You see how that works there? Then you can hold on to it with your cursor and spin yourself around in circles. The kids will get a kick out of that. You'll click them twice and then it'll take you back. And then this over here is just your zoom in and your zoom out. Down here in the bottom corners over here, it will show you how high your camera is from the ground. So this is what you would be seeing from 2,291 miles in the air, except for you probably would not see the state lines and the state names. because that would be a little weird.